Storm Sports Talk worldwide with some news from the world of boxing. So y'all know what time it is. You ain't in a rush to get concussed. Well, a fight that I don't really have nothing to say good about. Canelo versus Kovalev about to happen soon. So I don't really have anything good to say about that. Y'all know the deal. Hell no to Kovalev Canelo. Been saying it for months. I knew it was going to happen, right? Because you just see the landscape, you see what's going to happen. You see that he wasn't going to fight Andre, right, for undisputed on the Mexican holiday. You see that wasn't happening. The people not asking for it, waiting for the Anthony Yard fight with Kovalev, to fight him. So he obviously wanted to fight Kovalev for the fourth division, right? They'll put up for him, right? Fourth division, right? Uh, Title, championship. And, it's not even four divisions. What's his name? Rocky Fielding doesn't count. It doesn't count. He had the regular title. It's not really a title. Let's stop it. Let's stop it. It's the classic case of giving somebody a finger and they want the whole damn hand, right? Or the arm or something. It's a classic case, man. Listen, we should be only actually one champion in the whole division, right? Because we have a whole lot of divisions. Should be one champion. But now, we got two belts, then we got three, then we went up to four. So we got four champions in every division, right? That really matter. With the IBO and the IBA coming in the back door in a minute. We're about to have six, but we got four. That's enough. But to have the nerve for the WBA to make another one called the regular, themselves, that's the one Fielding had. And the guys that have those titles, other than Manny Pacquiao for a while in the welterweight division, really are not that upper echelon, right? It shouldn't exist. Hence, in the heavyweight division, it was, Chakiev and Lucas Brown and Manuel Char. Those are the ones that had the titles. Them are the ones that about to beat anybody. You know what I mean? Let's be real. It shouldn't exist. That's the one he's counting. He went up there to 168 to fight Fielding. That does not count. If you go up here to fight Kovalev, okay, you're going to get that because of his name. But here is something that make sure to keep saying it. He's a 4-1 favorite versus Kovalev, right? Going up weight divisions normally mean the little dude is not going to be the favorite, right? So that tells you when all this other stuff is going on, them odds will tell you right now, how you going to be going up to something? I'm about to go at, 4-1 odds to go up here to beat the bigger guy. Then you're supposed to be the one that's, 4-1 odds against you. You going up two weight divisions to fight someone and you the favorite, that means it ain't all that. You understand? You ain't having 4-1 odds against Andre in your same weight division for undisputed. I bet you to be 1.5 to 1. That's what they'll probably be being nice to you, right? Because they know it's a 50-50 fight, if that. So that could have happened for undisputed. Going up to beat somebody where you're the favorite for 4-1, whatever. So, when Kovalev, Canelo is saying, hey, look, but I am number one pound for pound fighter right now. Forget what Loma's talking about and forget what Terrence Crawford's talking about. I've done more. I am number one pound for pound. And that's cool, that he's saying that, he's going to have an argument, right? Everyone has an argument. So, and he has to be thinking when he explains, he's just say, I think I'm number one. I've been thinking that since I started, and I ain't going to stop thinking that. You have to respect that point of view, right? But there's so many things that I've been blaming his team over the years because, he's oblivious and no one's checking him in his team and saying, hey, dude, you're getting lucky for these fights, these close fights, the Laras of the world, the Austin Trouts with open scoring, which I'm not going to get into every time, but open scoring with Trout, right? These catch weights where you're getting people to come down in weight. You didn't fight Andre at 154, and then Leon Smith got that title. Then you went and got that. Hey, man, you know what? We fought at 155 for 3 or 4 fights. 155 is not even a weight division. They started calling it Canelo weight instead of giving them some flack about it. Now, all those things, you've never been on the wrong side of this decision, ever, right? Look, let's be real. Golovkin, first fight, he lost to Golovkin. Straight up, Golovkin beat him in that first fight, especially if Golovkin being a champion. Second fight, I thought it was a tie. I thought he got the nod. Why? Because he stood in front of Golovkin. had Golovkin outboxing and stuff. You know what I mean? That made people think, but it's like just count every round and then go back and see what you saw. Just because he was standing there, forget what happened because you knew that Golovkin asked for Mexican style. He messed around and got it. Okay, take that out of the equation. Just watch two dudes boxing. I don't know. I had it even. You see what I'm saying? So, all those things being said, and this four division stuff that's going on, all of that, it's just like everything's going his way. When you start talking about Lomachenko, you've lost one already. I could understand why he could feel he's in front of Lomachenko. Lomachenko got 14 fights. Okay, be it. Lomachenko had a long amateur career, right? Which doesn't count, but those are the fights. That's why he moved quicker. Canelo with that short amateur career, some of those fights, those first fights, it's 20 something. It's gonna be against people that are getting that experience, and everybody is allotted that. You're supposed to be allowed to do that. That's okay, but he would have an argument with Lomachenko, but with Terrence Crawford, no. Terrence Crawford's number one pound for pound. I'm undisputed, right? And people try. I don't know what they think because people don't know all the names, right? They try to say Crawford's resume, right? His resume is not that good. First of all, undisputed. I became that, right? And the guy that I beat Ndungo to beat undisputed and going over there to beat Burns and all that, Ndungo had just went away to beat Troy Nowski, who you guys know y'all was about to start talking about at 140, and then he went to beat Ricky Burns. Then I beat him, okay? Undisputed. Everybody talking about like Victor Postal wasn't that. That was an O. Taking Victor Postal, yeah, he was that. Baby Vitaly Klitschko. Victor Postal about to fight Ramirez for the title again here. Years later. It's a whole bunch of fights. Wait a minute. Even Jeff Horn, when it went up to 147, after being undisputed, being the man at 135, nobody was going to beat me there, first of all. So I went up 140, became undisputed. Now I'm at 147. Didn't the first guy I fought at 147, just manhandle Manny Pacquiao, who just beat Keith Thurman? I destroyed Jeff Horn, let alone Mir Khan. We didn't mention him. But, and other ones ain't in a rush to fight me. You know what I mean? Undisputed. There's no doubt when it comes to Terrence Crawford. Canelo has a good resume, but it's a lot of close fights in there. The Jacobs fight was close. Everything is close. There's not no close fights with Terrence Crawford. You understand? There's distance between him and it's moving up weights, fighting the real guys. There's no guy in the division right there where he can have undisputed. Well, he doesn't want to fight, right? Like because the other guy is not this and the other guy is not that. Who doesn't want to fight Andrade or Charlo? Why? Right? What we going up divisions for? They Canelo versus Jamal Charlo fills up stadiums in Texas. Period. Period. If they fight anytime soon. And everybody knows it. Right? Undisputed sells out wherever because that's what you sell it as. Nobody else is doing it in boxing, and Canelo's about to do that. Y'all didn't want to sell that because what it could have happened was the other dude would have been undisputed, and we can't have that. So let's be honest. So yeah, now that Canelo, is older now, and I'm hearing him speak, now I can, it's on him now. Can't just blame his team the whole time. He's a very, very knowledgeable. He's boxing his whole life. He know what time it is. He know what fighters we're talking about. It's just facts here. Canelo is up there, right? But he's not pound for pound. I don't have, edge maybe like 5. There's some people in front of him, in my opinion. But we ain't got to talk about that. But I understand why he thinks he's number one and why he should, why that's his mindset. Okay, I can agree with that. But I do know that he does know that Terrence Crawford should be number one because he had a lot of close fights. And if he doesn't know that, then his team needs to get in his head to make sure it hasn't blown up too far to not be a realist at all. You can't be all this knowledgeable and want to go up 4 weight divisions and not know what undisputed is. Because that, why I know he wouldn't know what undisputed is? He was talking about it about a year ago. Just not too long ago. I want to be undisputed. And it was just close. It was one fight away, and then you don't want to do it because it's Andrade. And it just happens to be the same guy you want to go fight at WBO title back in 154. That's the point. But that all being said, he can think he's number one pound for pound, but I respectfully disagree. Doma Sports Talk, worldwide. And I'm over out of here, y'all.